Yo, this has been probably the biggest night the Cultural Vibe has ever had.
Oh, word?
Like before we interviewed Nick Speed, and now we're talking to a guy who's been compared to Big by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Even Eric Huffman was forced to lean back.
Word.
Yeah.
But aside from the album and the video, like, are there any like featured spots that you've been getting like from other artists?
Oh, for the album?
No, like for other people's music, like
Have you been featuring for anybody else?
Oh yeah. I just did the I did like a joint with Kanye. I did this song with Christina Milian. It's gonna be one of her singles coming out. Me and Kanye on there, splitting like an 8 and 8. So like, yeah, it's definitely like features like that popping off. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love.
Now, me being a native of Detroit, obviously, you know, I'm like happy that a cat from the D is getting put on, and he's representing the grind that we came from. But I mean, and that's why I think one of my favorite songs from you is a joint called People Mover, because cats outside of the D don't know what that is.
Oh yeah.
And somebody was like, People Mover, is that like a monster or something? I was like, nah, it's something you have to relate to. So basically, my next question for you is, how do you see Detroit like influencing your music, your sound, and all of that?
Yeah, Detroit, I think, as far as music goes, is definitely doing their thing. Like, Detroit is more so a melting pot. Like, you get, like, Detroit style comes from like the South, and then East Coast, and then a little West Coast, and then you just kind of make it our own a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, coming from the D is really like, you hear all sorts of music. I definitely think it's like one of the best places to come from when you're trying to do the music like I do, because like my album just isn't like one theme. It's like personal stuff people can relate to, super funny stuff, super real stuff. Like, you know, I done been through like being broke, and you know, like everybody has, of course.
Yeah, we wouldn't be from Detroit if we hadn't been broke at one point.
Yeah, but just like situations where it's like, man, you get depressed, you feel like killing yourself. It's like that real. You know what I'm saying? You go through all them type of situations listening to my album. And you go through being happy, you go through being all that. It's done. I'm definitely proud of it. I think it's gonna really change hip hop. I think it's gonna set a standard for like people young. You know, I'm under 21. Like, young people, I think it's really gonna take it to the next level, like, you know, raising the bar.
Are there any like particular influences from within the city that kind of helped you craft your flow or your rhyme scheme, whatever?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, everybody loves Eminem, who's a rapper from the D. I really think he had a lot to do with my flow. Just like sometimes how I could fit a word in like a bar funny and come back to it like he used to do, like, you know. And then it's definitely, you know, definitely big ups to all the lyricists out the D, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I get my flow from a lot of people, Eminem, Jay, Common, Kanye, like all of them, you know, so.
And as far as that Michigan connection goes, have you worked with any artists within the state recently?
Man, nah, I requested to work with Eminem, man. I'm trying to see what's up with that. I really trying to
you gotta get him to come out the Batcave first.
Yeah, you know, I heard Eminem, well, you know, by rumor, I don't know for a fact, but I heard he's, you know, in the cut working on his stuff, and so hopefully I can get him on it, you know. But if not, you know, I catch him down the road somewhere.
And then even like in the country abroad, like is it one cat that you really like their music that maybe isn't a big star yet, that you feel like maybe that's your endorsement for next up?
It's a couple people. My boy J.O.O.D. You know what I'm saying? I really think J.O.O.D. is next up. He's like super youngest member, spitter on Finally Famous. And I think my boy Pat Piff is definitely next up too. I think those are two unique flows that's unlike any other, so yeah, they next up for sure.
Word.
If I have anything to do with it.
Well, you know, it's the cultural vibe. Big Sean coming through.
Sir.
We're not quite done yet. We got a couple more things. We're gonna play a couple more songs.
Yes, sir.
What we got?
We've got one song that my man Cliff just told me about. He just sent it to me, which is crazy. It's by this cat, Mike Posner. Posner.
Oh.
My mistake. Mike Posner, and it's featuring Big Sean on it.
Oh, word.
And it's the illest song that I've heard all day. Then we've got Tomorrow, which is Big Sean and Octane from the duo Octane and Elite, and that's on the new Burned Rubber mixtape. So we've got both of those coming up.
Yes, sir.
Right about now. Cultural Vibe. Impact 89 FM.
To hide your face and you wear them around like.
How was the big Burn Rubber mixtape?
It was dope.
Because you think you're cooler than me.
Or doesn't he have a song?